Sneelock. Just cleaning up the mess from putting up the furring strips. Now I'm ready to set the wall panel, and hopefully this is going to work. I've got a piece of plywood over here I'm going to anchor to the wall, and then I'm going to have a nice place to put this desk. So I'll be working on that this morning. Well, chaos is a part of organization. That's the beginning of it anyways. So for now, the shop is pretty much a mess. But with any luck, by the end of the day, I'll have a good start on getting it back together again. These are the oddest sawhorses, but they actually work kind of well, as long as you remember that they're on wheels and you can't really rely on them to stay in one place. But they are adjustable in height, and with them being on wheels, it allows you to move objects around while they're on them. So it might be something that I'd want to pursue, but not today. This morning I'm going to be recovering some 1/2-inch plywood for use as a backing board. For this job, I'm going to be using the Distant & Son number 12. 10-tooth blade does a fine job of cutting plywood. Still sharp. It's just really well taken care of. It's a lucky thing finding this at a garage sale. The only complaint I have about this saw is the set is just a little bit too wide. It's very light edge and hard to read, but it says fully guaranteed by Christensen Hardware Company. (1043) 75 West 59th Street. Doesn't say what city. At least not that I can read yet. Nope, just some scroll work around it. Christensen Hardware Company. 40, 43, 75, 40, 43, 75 West 59th Street. Wonder if I can find out who Christensen Hardware Company is and where they were. It's interesting. I've never seen an etch like that on a saw, but then this saw is rather unique. It's a very, very nice saw. I honestly don't know if it even needs any set. The blade's thinner at the top than it is at the tooth line. So it might have been designed to be a saw without any set. And somebody sharpened it and put some set in it. Still, very nice saw. Now I have a whole lot of little tacks to remove. These little nails, I find they're a pair of side cutters. Dad used to call them dikes. I don't know if that's politically correct, but good enough for Dad. I call them that too. But you can grip a hold of the nail head or the nail shank and use the leverage of the handle to pull the nail right on through. Now these are headless nails that I drive in with a little electric nailer that I've got. So they pull right on through the wood pretty easy. And I usually don't have any difficulty getting them out. Every once in a while I will squeeze a little bit too hard on the handles and I'll nip it off though. I'm going to have to pick up some 1-inch sheet metal screws. Panhead sheet metal screws, I like using them to fasten up things like this. I know wood screws probably would be more appropriate, but sheet metal screws have a multitude of uses. It's nice having just one kind of screw that does many things so you don't have to stockpile dozens of different styles. I'm using the square to draw a line down the face of the board. I'm going to put a screw in these two intersecting lines here, which puts it 2 feet down from the top. This little torpedo level is going to help me hang it straight. Now we should line up. Not really critical to have these exactly right, but it doesn't hurt, and it kind of goes along with the premise of doing it right and doing it once.